name's Craig Jones. For me and my teams, we investigate locations all over the UK. We are the Cambridge Ghost Hunters. So thank you for joining us today.
You're very welcome.
This is Tony from Craig. This is Lisa and Emma, the Cambridge Ghost Hunters. So you've had a lot of experience in your houses.
Tell me about it.
And we also heard you through the radio. Everyone's on the radio show.
Right.
And you phoned up, didn't you, and told us a couple of experiences. But
yes,
we're here so we can investigate your house. But first, we'd like to know what sort of experiences you've had and what's happened.
Right. To be honest with you, I've lived in where I'm living about 25 years, and there's been hundreds, and I mean hundreds. It'd be impossible for me to remember all of them because I'll literally be here until tomorrow. But I will try to tell you as much as I can. I was in bed. My dog was downstairs, Buster. He slept on the settee. Very good, very clean, very well behaved dog. And I heard a yelp. And there was nobody in the house, just me, my dog, and my cat was out because he's always out. So I thought he caught his foot in something. Because he liked to wander around the house as they do. And I just ignored it. Next day when I got up in the morning, I couldn't believe what I saw on the dog's head. On the top of his head, there was a deep gash. It must have been about that long, and it was wide. It must have been like that. It was I knew it was something evil, something demonic, yet I couldn't see it. One day I was in bed. It was always around about 3 o'clock. But they say that's the time when they start moving around. I looked to my left and there was a figure standing there. He must have been as tall as that beam, from the floor to that beam. Very tall, slim, beige clothing. The coat was like drape, that length. It had no style to it. It was like thin material, but you couldn't see through it. The trousers were the same, and its head was all bandaged up. Couldn't see it face, it was there looking at me. And I've had scratches on my back here, places I can't even reach. Now there was a girl named Amy Bassett. She contacted me. She was a young, very pretty 24-year-old with a boyfriend. And she wanted to know if she was going to get married with her or not, the usual sort of rubbish they want to know. So I said, look, come round. They both come round. On the wall, under my dog, there is a little, it's like a coaster, but it's quite heavy. And I hung it up. True friendship is life's greatest blessing. And I hung it up under my dog. And that came off the wall and hit her straight in the head. They are demonic. They don't know evil, they don't know good, they just do nasty things. What it wanted from me, I don't know. Now, I strongly believe there's a little girl. I've heard her voice, I've heard her singing, and I've actually smelled the scent. Flowers. And I've had a glimpse, and her drawers, you can see them, because they're down by the ankles. Because the dress is long, but they're free. Down to what year would that be, I don't know. I felt sorry for her, so I got her a dolly. It's a teddy. And I said, listen darling, that is for you, play with it. I wish you would make an appearance, but obviously I frightened you. So you're a bit reluctant about who you talk to. And I can understand it, because you can't be done more than that 4. And she frightened us too. You know, things taken, I've been hit, I've been touched, I've had things go wrong in my life. Because to be honest, it frightens the life out of me.
So is there ever times where you get like really petrified and stuff? Does it scare you, or?
I was a bit scared. Because it's an energy that I can't handle. And no matter what experience I've had, I've done martial arts, I've been in the parachute regiment, I've seen a lot of action. But when you're talking about man, it's one thing, but when you talk about that, I can't handle that.
Have you had this all your life?
Ever since I was a child.
So it's followed you through different homes,
Yes.
places that you've been.
I'm sure it's because of what I do. Something's
You think
following
something's
me.
following you, yeah?
Yeah. But I do get a lot of very bad luck there. And I'm sure it's demonic that bring it in. Because everyone gets bad luck, but not the way for the amount of things that's happened to me. You know, it's just not right.
And you think if you moved, it would still just follow?
Well, I think it will. I do have a lot of things happening in my home. And I've seen things. I've seen dark things running under the sofa. Things come flying off the walls. Things that have been broken. You know, things that are precious to me have been hidden. Hopefully, you come round, set up all your equipment. I won't say anything. I'll just let you do it. You find out what it is. Tell me.
Definitely, we'll give it a good go.
Yeah, definitely.
And I swear I'm telling you the truth.
So after the interview with Tony, we arranged a date and went to his house. We conducted a baseline reading. There was no K2 spikes, no temperature drops anywhere in the house. So we then got on with the investigation after setting up our equipment. So it's Craig Lee in the dining room / office room. Okay.
That's me.
Is there anybody in this house with us? In this room? If there is, could you come forward and tell us your name? Tell us why you're here. How long have you been here for? Come closer so we can hear you. That's really loud. Come and join us in the room. We're just here to communicate with you. Can you show yourself to us?
Can you touch one of us?
So me and Lee started off in the office when the rest of the team and Tony was all upstairs in separate bedrooms. We was the only ones downstairs. We had a spirit box go in and a K2 meter. Nothing come through the K2 meter at the time. We did have an unexplained voice through the spirit box, which we're not sure what it said. We also had a sound gate over the spirit box to avoid any radio frequency noise coming through. Can you come and touch this device in my hand?
Can you move the glass out to put on the table? Yeah.
Is there a little girl in this house? If there is, would you like to come join us? I want to listen. I literally just see a shadow and I'm going across like that.
I see it like that.
Yeah.
Is that me?
Okay, if you're in this room with us, go to me for yes and leave for no. Move the glass. Tapping was that Nigeria?
Where did you hear it from?
Over here.
I heard it on the door.
Did you? Going down there.
It's starting to pick up though.
And it's really early. Are you here because of what Tony's done? Has he done something in this house to make you come here? Go to me for yes and leave for no. He says things get thrown at people. Could you throw things at us? Or at someone else upstairs?
Pretty quiet here. Should we try a living room?
Yeah, well, no one's in there.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we tried a bit of simple glass work, just a simple yes, no, from me to Lee. Nothing moved, the glass didn't move at all. But while I was there, we did hear a tapping noise. We couldn't find where it was coming from. The rest of the team was upstairs, so we did look around to make sure no one had come down, which they didn't. So we can't really explain that noise because we heard it in two different areas of the room and it sounded like it come from the room we was in. Craig and Lee in the living room. Let's try that.
So we try the box.
Yeah.
Trying to put it up here.
Yeah. Okay, there's someone in here with us. Come and tell us your name. He'll come down and move it. Did you touch this grey box with the light on? Sorry, can you repeat that?
What's it coming off of?
That's what I mean.
Not that.
Oh, it's just pigments in the telly.
Wow.
Pigments in the telly.
Wow.
unexplained voice for the spirit box. We didn't hear what it said, but a little bit later on we heard a grunting noise. We didn't hear it was there, but we heard it back when we played back the footage. It was more like a sort of noise. Everyone else was still upstairs, including Tony. No one else was in the house, up in the house at the time. It was just me and Lee in the living room. We then set the K2 up and we left and went to join the others upstairs, and the K2 meter started going off and spiking, and that's the only time it went up throughout the night. There's someone in here with us. Can you come tell us your name? Would you come join us? And there's a man as well, a real thin man. With a hat on.
What was that?
Can you say that again, a bit clearer so we can hear you? With a hat on.
Him to talk to and try and...
I don't know.
What was that?
Did you hear? Yeah, I heard that.
Don't tell me it was that side.
Yeah.
I heard it this side.
Him to talk to and try and...
So me and Lee moved up to the bedroom. First of all, it was just us two on our own. We was trying to communicate for the spirit box again, and we did have a few voices come through, which sounded like quite a few words, which doesn't often happen with the spirit box. Usually just one short word, but we couldn't make out what it said. And later on, Lisa and Cheryl come and joined us in the bedroom, and we were just chatting amongst ourselves, and we heard like a spring noise, which sounded like it come from above the bed. We went to the attic earlier on in the evening, and there's nothing up there that could make a sort of springing noise, but it did sound like it was in the same room as us.
Sinner.
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 Daddy, no.
Oh, it was just Sinner.
What?
Daddy, no.
Daddy, no.
Yeah,
That's not coming from them.
yeah.
Daddy, no.
Oh, it was Sinner. He's just
Sinner.
got
It's Sinner
rock.
twice now.
He's just got rock.
Yeah. So he's not
What's that?
good. He's got rot.
Rock.
So I don't think
Rot.
this person's good.
It says, Daddy, no, quickly rock. Sinner. He's just
Sinner.
got
It's
rock.
Sinner twice now.
Is that witch moving?
Don't know, I can't see.
What? The witch.
It's moving.
The witch is moving, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Wait.
Hey mate, it is. Hello.
Yeah. It's moving.
Yeah, just look.
Yeah, I know that.
Very slightly.
That does it a lot.
Is it?
Yeah. It's definitely something moving it.
Stop.
No, it's going. Look, it's going backwards and forwards. Did that just say Jamie?
Can you twist it all the way round? Turn it around the other way so we see its back.
Thank you for doing it.
Jesus.
Look at that.
Keep it going.
He did
There's the
really
bells
well.
on there.
He did really
Yeah.
well.
Why don't you ring the bells
Ring
on
the
the
bells
witch?
on there as well.
It's generally quite impressive.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Keep spinning all the way round.
Listen, we want to be your friends,
Stop and stand.
right? We want to be nice to you. So I think you ought to be nice to us and
Stop.
answer our questions. We won't take the
That's all
mickey
right.
out of you.
Slowing down though.
That was someone's shadow.
Panic.
Well, I think it was. It's gone now.
Can you spin the witch all the way round?
Can you turn the witch a
No.
bit further for us, please?
A bit faster.
Let's see.
How quick that is going.
It's doing it on response.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And the other way. Really fast, all the way round.
If you can, that'd be brilliant.
Can you face it towards the front door? Can you turn it towards the front door?
That's really quite cool. But
It's saying it's the wind.
yeah, that,
Wind.
The winds.
the wind. So that's what we've
The
got to look
winds
at.
from
Yeah,
where?
but it's not doing it. Did you hear that bang?
Did you hear the bang?
Yeah, but it don't do it all the time, so there's no wind
What
there.
about you, Rob? I fancy a cup of tea.
Well, we can't really stop while we're.
No, we're
No.
getting reactive.
Incredible.
Yeah, do you want to make a cup of tea for us?
You're doing really
Did you just hear that
well.
noise?
Yeah.
I don't know what would make that twist.
No.
I can see it. If it's wind, it might sway.
Yeah,
It
it wouldn't
Twist it
twist.
around.
shouldn't go one
Yeah,
way.
well, I've actually seen it go around quick.
Can you face it
It's
towards
slowed
the
right
front
down now. Now
door?
Matt's got there, it's slowed right down.
Yeah. Can you
Right,
face
come
it
away
towards
again.
the front
I'm
door
going
for
to.
me?
I'm going.
Now it's
Sorry.
it's slowed
You're
right
all
down.
right,
Can you face
Well,
it
pretty
towards
much
the front
stopped
door?
it. Stopped it now. So, can you spin it round really fast for us? Now Matt's moved. There you go again. That stopped when you was there.
It did.
Smell. Smell.
Whoa, look how quick that's going.
Yeah, keep turning it so it goes to the front
And when
door.
Matt went there, it stopped.
What am I supposed to smell?
That is fucked
I'm
up.
sorry, mate, my nose is knackered. I've got no sense of smell at the moment. But what are we supposed to smell?
Oh my god. What's going?
Can you do the bells on the witch? Can you make them move?
Make a ring.
That'll definitely shoot me out.
Be impressive though. It's certainly banging on the stairs now.
Jesus Christ. Take a picture of Steph.
Can you ding the bells on
I
it?
couldn't feel any drafts around it.
Most of the
just
time when you
like
spell it, they spell C-O-N-O-R.
Fair, I wouldn't either.
Stop.
I would.
Stop.
The wing has
Stop.
stopped. Yeah. It's moving until now.
Stop.
How's she going again?
I started
Yeah.
going again, yeah.
As soon as I put the torch on and say it doesn't, it does it.
All of us was downstairs. All of the team, including Tony, was in the living room. We was trying to communicate through the spirit box. We also had an obvious device going at the time. Through the spirit box, we had Sinner come back through twice on 2 separate occasions. We also had no daddy, but through the obvious device, between this time, you also had no daddy come up in the advice, which we couldn't make sense of. We also had a witch which is hanging above in Tony's hallway, and throughout the night it was just staying still, but at this particular time it started spinning, and we was asking it to spin quicker and request, and it wasn't spinning faster, it was turning one way then the other way. Matt got up and checked it to see if there was any breezes or any wind, which there wasn't any. So that was pretty much it for the night. We sort of called it a night after that because it sort of quieted down. Do we think Tony's house is haunted? We definitely believe something's there, but what we can't explain. We do believe that it could be, he's quite open to spirit, so we think that it could be him inviting them into his home. We'd like to go back there one day and possibly have another investigation and see what else we can pick up on, but thank you for Tony for allowing us to investigate your house.